Okay,
All right, it says we are live. Live.
we are live. All right. So, hi everybody. How are you, Rhea?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I had a day of learning today. I'm taking an online class and I got completely drenched in it and didn't even realize what time it was.
Always good to be able to have a day of learning. And it's always great
Yes.
to have a snow day.
Yes, we have a great big snow day here in New York.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I didn't have a snow day. It's called for me working from home. But
Oh,
still, my husband had a snow day, and uh, that was good for him. But it's nice to be at home.
it was nice to be at home. I mean, I guess you could say I didn't have a snow day either because I did take it on in this online class, but um, I got to work from home, so it felt like a snow day.
And then you've been on the road, so it's nice to get back. And when I know right after you got back, you had a day you had to go into work, but to have a day to just sort of decompress and move at your
Hmm.
pace, and so that's good. So I have no complaints, no complaints. The weather, I still haven't figured out exactly what it is, but it's not mine to figure out, to be honest. Uh, it's whatever it's going to be, no matter what I think. And and
Yeah, it's so funny because this morning they canceled the schools, and so I got a text from the teacher saying, we won't be having classes today. And I looked outside and there was nothing. It
yeah,
was raining, maybe little drizzles, nothing. And I thought, why are they canceling school? And then about 12 o'clock, it started here.
hmm
Now, what did you get over? You're in Brooklyn. What'd you get over there?
thing about 1 o'clock, it really started, and then
Mm,
it just turned to slush. When it hit the ground, it didn't really accumulate. We just ended up with an inch of slush.
yeah.
And so yeah, so I got something going on here. Can Let's see, can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
Oh, now I can't. Rhea, where'd you go? Okay, so it looks like Rhea disconnected for some reason.
Okay, I'm
Uh, oh, she's back. You're playing hide and seek on me? Don't do that.
idea what happened. Sudden, I just couldn't see myself, and now I'm back. So good.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. We want to have you back.
Yes.
Okay, so last night um, I was asked to speak at a bully presentation.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and it was pretty sad because there were not a lot of people there, but
Hmm.
the people that were there were like, how you have an event and you have like the most amazing people, the people that participate, the people that share, the people that make themselves vulnerable. That's what we had. So it wasn't a lot of people, but it was the right people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just I wish that there would be more people that would come to things like that. Unfortunately, there's this stigma that keeps people away. Not my child, can't happen here.
So do you think it was related to that, or could it have just been weather issues?
There was no weather issue.
Okay.
There was no weather issue last night. The weather was fine. Sometimes this happens. It happens on difficult topics. Like I find when we talk about bullying, it happens. When we talk about suicide prevention, it happens because people tend to shy away from mental health topics.
Mm,
I mean, I notice it every time I put something on my Facebook page that has to do with mental health.
yeah.
People will look at it, they'll, post little things sometimes. But then if I post, I don't know, a picture of something that is fun or whatever, it's like gets huge attention,
Mm, okay.
you know? So mental health just tends to, you know, not not get that type of recognition. There's still that stigma attached. If I show up at a bully presentation or a suicide prevention presentation, then maybe that means my son or my daughter is being bullied or is a bully, or someone I love is suicidal. So it tends not to get the attention it should. It's a shame,
Yeah, yeah, it
you
is.
know. Oh, hi, Michelle.
Oh yes,
Michelle.
we've got people here, so hello to everyone who's joining us.
Yeah, we have some people on, so thank you. Michelle is she's a teacher. That's how we met. She's a great teacher actually. But she's also she sells and is a wellness advocate for doTERRA oils.
Good.
Yeah, which are amazing. Did you ever use essential oils?
I use them every day.
You use them every day?
Every day. I am a big fan of lavender oil to
Mm,
support a wonderful sleep, and so that, if nothing else, it's lavender oil at night, and
hmm
I find I love that smell. I just love the way that it smells, and lull to sleep, and wake up and think, oh, it's just it's one of my favorite scents. So yes, I do.
hmm
I use lavender, grapefruit, and cinnamon, and so a number of them.
Yeah, I love lavender too. So we should make a trip to the lavender farm out east on Long Island
Oh, I didn't know
in
there
the
was.
summer.
Oh, okay, all right, we've got.
Yeah.
We'll
Um, so we have a comment on here
see it.
from Aurora, who I also love very much. Um, and she says perhaps people shy away from accountability and responsibility.
Oh,
Hmm.
I
Tell
absolutely.
it like it is, Aurora.
I do believe there's something to that, especially when it's something uh, that there's a lot of shame around, and yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we can talk about mental health issues, or we can talk about. I think we're going to talk about gratitude tonight.
Yeah. But don't they go together, Rhea?
I think I think gratitude goes with everything. Like it's like
Mm-hmm.
rice or mashed potatoes. It can go with everything. Uh, Gratitude makes a difference in life and in your lifestyle. An attitude of gratitude was what I taught was something that you should always have, and not. Yeah, I heard something. I heard an interesting take on saying thank you, which was that it wasn't that you should not be grateful, but you should make certain that as you express gratitude, that you're not somehow giving the impression that you're not worthy. I heard that on
Hmm.
Nellie was talking about that. And I never thought of anything like that before. But I am a big believer in having an attitude of gratitude, and that it starts the day off right. Even if all you're saying before anything comes in your day, that very first moment that you get up is just thank you. Thank you for an opportunity to do whatever it is I'm going to do
Mm-hmm.
today. And there may be some challenges. Well, thank you for another opportunity to meet those challenges head on. It could be certain people in your life. Thank you that I'm learning lessons. There's always
Mm-hmm.
there's always a room for gratitude, and a way to be grateful for, no matter what's happening. I mean, I'm going through something at a personal level, not just me, but my entire congregation. I've shared with you that
Yeah.
our pastor, our beloved pastor, actually passed away. Had been very ill, and she passed away. And even though we are sad, even though I am very sad about that, I am just so grateful that I've had the opportunity to spend the time with her, I regarded her as a mentor and as a friend, and learned so much about leadership, and and just the qualities required for service. So it's still being able to take a sad moment and still say, and I'm grateful. Yet I'm grateful. If nothing else, I'm grateful for a lesson that I'm learning. So, and I read something that gratitude enables us to go through, to grow through whatever we go through. Gratitude
Mm,
enables us to grow through whatever we go through. I,
I love that.
yes, yes. It's
Gratitude allows us to grow through whatever we go through.
yeah, absolutely. And I believe
And
that.
when people, you believe that, you were saying?
Mm,
And do you also believe that when people have gratitude and they live in gratitude, that maybe they wouldn't be so afraid to take on the responsibility, like Aurora was saying, that people might perhaps shy away from accountability and responsibility? When you live in gratitude and you're thankful, it somehow gives you this empowering feeling that you could help if you learn what's going on around you.
mm-hmm. I think
You
it
know,
fortifies you in a way.
mm,
It
yes,
makes you stronger because you have that sense that no matter what, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm just not going to be. No matter how sad this gets, no matter how awful this gets, no matter how difficult it gets, I have pledged that I am going to find something in it to be grateful. I have two. I have two parents and two in-laws that are all in their 80s, and my parents are not of great health, but I am grateful for every day that they are with us.
yeah,
If I am grateful for those little moments where you're having a discussion with my mother. She's more concerned about getting. She doesn't want to get her nails cut because she likes her nails long and pretty. That those moments are precious, and I'm grateful for those
yeah,
precious moments that I know one day will become precious memories. But
yes,
it is being fortified. It is knowing that you can be accountable and still be grateful. That whatever the painful situation is out there, you're not going to be defeated by it, and ultimately you're going to find some nugget that you can be grateful for.
yeah. No, I agree with that. And I think that the more we make a conscious effort to live in gratitude, the more it just becomes autosuggestion. We just start to look for the good things. We don't even have to try. We just see them. It could mean going outside and just seeing a bird fly by and noticing it.
Mm-hmm.
You train your brain to live that way,
Mm-hmm.
to look around, to take it in. And it kind of, I don't know, I think gratitude can make you bulletproof in a sense because you're so grateful for this abundant world that we live in that when you come from that place, you could do more with
Yeah.
that.
Well, and I think it also helps our health.
Yes.
Uh, and then it it helps the way that people view us. Not that people have to think you're happy. I am not happy all the time. I am not. But I am grateful. And I do recognize, I was reading one of John Maxwell's books, Intentional Living, and the whole discussion of blindness to blessings impairs our influence. That's from John Maxwell.
Maria, I don't know if other people are hearing this, but I hear you going in and out just a little bit. Can you say that one more time?
Blindness to blessings impairs our influence.
Blindness to blessings impairs our
Influence.
influence. Ah. Oh, Amy. Do you know Amy?
I,
Do you
I
see Amy
no,
Modulin?
I don't see anyone's names, but Actually, I do when I look on my iPad and I actually see us live, see what everyone.
Okay. Do you know Amy?
No, I don't think I do.
We should bring her on one time when we do this because Amy is first of all, I met Amy at a John Maxwell when I was at my first IMC, our first big John Maxwell conference. And we just immediately connected because she was one person that I'll tell you, as we were talking before about shying away, when people shy away from accountability and responsibility, Amy doesn't shy away. She runs toward that every chance she can. So when we started talking about suicide prevention, she wanted to talk about it. She wanted to talk about how she could help people, how she has already helped people. She's got like a wild experience background. You know, she was in the military. She's now running her own leadership business. She's dealt with numerous health issues, and she still is. But she is honestly, really one of the most amazing people I've ever met. And she's coming to Costa Rica.
Oh, wow. Fun. For those of you who don't know, Laura and is part of a group of John Maxwell team members who will be going to Costa Rica to deliver training. It's training to schools, right? Leadership.
Well, it's yes, she says yes, she is yes. It's actually they're training hundreds of thousands of people. Amy, I don't know. Do you know an exact number? Amy might know, but it's people in schools and education system. It's also people in their government. It could be people in jails. It could be people in businesses, and we won't know where they're sending us until they send us.
That is what I mean. It's such an impact that you'll have on. It's a two-way street. It is an
Whoa, look
oh
at this.
100,000.
Almost three. I knew it was a couple of 100,000.
Wow.
We're 300,000. Do you see the impact that the John Maxwell team does? It is honestly, I couldn't have become part of a better team anywhere in the world.
And are you grateful?
I'm grateful every second. You know me. People sometimes think I'm too grateful. Like people at work will sometimes say to me, "Oh, you're always so happy." Yes, I know, I am.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Debbie. Debbie's on too. She's another JMT person. It truly is. We are so fortunate, Rhea.
Yes. We
We really are.
we and we talk about the effects of gratitude. You know, another thing I read that is just so remarkable is that what you appreciate appreciates. And when we think of
Oh,
when we yeah, everybody needs a hug.
yeah. Amy's a good hugger. I can't wait. When I see her there, she needs to look out. Brace yourself, Amy. Wear sneakers because I will probably jump on you. Not kidding either. Like totally not kidding.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, Rhea. Say what you just said before.
that's a great time. What we appreciate, and this is not an original thought from me. This again. I mean, there's so much. The John Maxwell text on intentional living is just so rich in the area of gratitude, and what we appreciate appreciates. And you just
Yes.
think about it. You know, think about the people that have influenced you, or the people that you want to be around, the people that you've done things for, that you'll do anything for. It's partly because they are appreciative. The people that we work with, that we will work with again, love working with. You know, they are appreciative. Not that we always need, you know, the pat on the head, but it's good to know that a person appreciates you and appreciates what you contribute. And I think as managers, as parents, as spouses, just as people in this world, it's good to be able to say thank you. Yes. Yes, don't you love that, Amy? I love that. What we appreciate appreciates.
Amy could be a spokesperson for that because honestly, she she does have many health challenges. She really does, serious ones. And you would never know that about her. Like You would never know that about her because what she focuses on is not that. She deals with it. She's not avoiding anything. She meets it head on, but she doesn't make it her purpose and her focus. And so therefore, it doesn't become that,
That's right.
right? So what we focus on expands all the time. So if we focus on, and we learn this through JMT, how that law of attraction works, where if we're focusing on the problem, even if it's in a way where I can't stand this problem, I want this problem to go away, I want to get rid of it, I can't deal with this problem anymore, I'm going to do everything to get this problem to go away. But if the focus is the problem,
Hmm.
it's going to attract more of the problem. When our focus is the good stuff, which, like you said before, there's good stuff. There's always good stuff. I'm sorry. I've been through tough times. People have been through tough times. You can find something good in it because, if nothing else, there's a lesson to be learned.
Even if all you can say is, I'm grateful that it wasn't worse. You know, it's there's just there are always those moments. There are always those moments, and oh, excuse me. And just like what we appreciate appreciates, the flip side of that is what we don't appreciate either atrophies or dies. And it's and you think about relationships that have gone sour or just fizzled out, or employees who weren't engaged. That's right.
Mhm.
Hey, you're alive. That's good stuff. It's I have another day, another moment. It's not promised to me. I have another moment to enjoy, or at least to be better than I was yesterday. And I love that. I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
it's always good to look on the bright side and have faith in tomorrow. It just really is. And it doesn't mean I'm silly. It doesn't mean that, I lack depth, because actually this is a deep issue. But it doesn't mean any of that. And it doesn't mean, like I said earlier, it doesn't mean I'm happy all the time, because I'm not happy all the time.
Right.
But I am grateful. And if I have a moment where I'm not happy, you can best believe I can get out of that so quickly. And quite often, if I'm mad, I'm trying to make myself stay mad. Because my my base hires me to be grateful and to be happy. That's my starting point. And I
Yeah.
think that my life is so much better because of that. And it's not just us making that, and it's not just something that this is not something that John Maxwell created. I mean, the Bible talks to us about being grateful, and and having a grateful heart, and how important that is. And it's important not just to be grateful to God, but to be grateful to others. That makes a difference in their lives. It's and what are some things maybe you think are different because you have such a grateful spirit, Laura?
Oh my gosh, my whole life is different. I mean, when I go through difficult times, which happens to everyone, I view them differently than I used to when I wasn't as grateful. Like I can see that difference
Hmm.
because my brain is trained now. I don't have to try to be grateful. I don't have to, if I miss writing in my journal, I don't need to do that to be grateful anymore. But for people that are maybe thinking, how do you start becoming more grateful? What do you do? Where do you begin? Maybe I could be more grateful. One of the things I probably would suggest is the gratitude log or a gratitude journal.
Yes,
I don't know. Have you ever done that, Rhea?
yes, I have and a gratitude list. Just in moments. I mean, and I think it is not abnormal to have those moments where you feel down, where you feel, some people talk about feeling stuck, or just feeling that things are not going your way, or you're just not in a good place. I mean, there's just a whole list of things that we can feel. The thing that can turn that around so quickly is to start a journal, or just start a list of the things or the people that you are grateful for. I, for me, when I start something like that, by the end, it's just an emotional experience, because
Mm.
I'm so grateful, and sometimes even a bit of shame that I didn't feel gratitude, and that I went through moments where I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry that I don't feel, or didn't feel grateful, but I just am. Oh, Amy, thank you so much. But I am grateful for that comment. Thank you. But it's a wonderful thing, and it has made a difference in my life. It's made a difference in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we talk about that feeling of being grateful,
Uh-huh.
once it's something that you're in tune with, it becomes a state of mind. Honestly, for me, I think it becomes a state of mind at this point in my life, and you don't even realize it anymore, how grateful you are, because your mind just looks for it, it goes there. And and when you get to that point, the greatest thing about it is you get to give it away to other people. Like when you are a grateful person, you see it so easily. It's like hope, you can spot hope in little things once it becomes part of you. And then you get to give it away to other people.
Right.
So when I'm working, say, as crisis counseling, and there are people sometimes that they lose hope, they can't find it. They literally can't find hope. But you have this way of being able to spot it in the littlest of things,
Mhm.
and then you can give it away. So the more we work on ourselves, the more grateful we are, the more hopeful we are, the more faith we use in our lives, the more people we surround us with, like you and Amy and everyone else on here, and Michelle and Kathy. Kathy Kirschbaum is on. Oh, Rhea, one day you have to meet Kathy, because when we talk about faith, she has to be around, because Kathy is an amazing person. She's a tough cookie. She is. She's got a bunch of boys, okay?
Okay, I get
She
that.
does. But I'll tell you, Kathy always has a kind word,
Uh-huh.
a form of the Bible in some way, no matter where she is. And she will tune out the rest of the world if you need help. That's the kind of person she is. And when we surround ourselves with people, like every single person that's on here right now, and like when I surround myself with people like that, it instills all those things: gratefulness, hopefulness, faith, security, good feeling, strength.
And all of those things are important, and all of those things enrich our lives. And it's wonderful to have. We talk about the inner circle. It's wonderful to have an inner circle
Yes.
that's grateful, but also I go back to something you said about being able to share it and give it away and show other people how to be grateful. That's so wonderful,
Yes.
so important. And even just something little, we're just every day we're out and about, and you say thank you to people.
Mm-hmm.
Someone provides a service to you, and you say thank you, and you find some people are shocked because they're used to people being rude, or people not being grateful for what they
Mm-hmm.
do. That attitude, well, it's your job, so I don't have to appreciate. No, appreciate people. Appreciate a job well done. And it pays off. It just pays. It's such a little thing. Thank you. 2 words. Such a little thing, and it pays
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. And that's what I mean about giving it away. When you're walking around feeling that way, you start to give it away. You start to give it to people, and then it becomes a little contagious. And they don't know why they want to be with you, but they want to be with you. And that's the point I strive for, is to get to that place where I can give it away, and then you feel like you have something to give.
Yes.
So when Amy, and who else is going? Maggie, Jean, there's a bunch of people. There's 200 of us. I think it's 250 John Maxwell coaches that are going to Costa Rica. And every one of them is going there with something to give away. That's what we're going there with. Something to give to them.
It's going to be such a wonderful time. It's like I've said before, you all are Costa Rica will never be the same, and neither will you.
That was actually great. I have such like an eyelash thing right in my eye. That was so funny when you said that. Rhea posted on some John Maxwell thing that, Costa Rica will never be the same and neither will we. But you're probably right.
Yeah.
Because when Costa Rica finds 250 John Maxwell coaches around to give them so much, they will notice that, and we will be around 250 of those people, so we probably will never be the same either. So you're right. I've never done a mission trip with the John Maxwell team. This is my first one, so I'm really super excited. And so next Tuesday, I will be in Costa Rica. We'll have to see if we could
Wow. Okay.
do this from Costa Rica.
Okay. All right. There is a way. There absolutely is a way. And so we'll keep it on our schedule for Tuesday. Tuesday. This is Tune In Tuesdays. It just happens to be tune in Tuesdays on Wednesday. But I guess we'll call it Tune In Tonight is what it is tonight. But
Yeah.
In Tuesdays. And we've just had schedule conflicts and issues, and that's okay. That's okay. This is life. These things happen. But
All right.
our goal is to talk to you about things that help you tune into yourself. And Tune In Tuesdays is just play on words. Certainly tune in to us on Tuesday, but really it's causing you to tune into yourself, and hoping that after hearing from us, we give you even just a little seed that grows to help you have, what is it? A ridiculously fabulous life. Is that it?
Ridiculously amazing life.
Ridiculously.
But fabulous is good. I would take ridiculously fabulous. That would be good. But all right, so it's 30 minutes. That's all we're really asking, is 30 minutes of time once a week where we can pour something into you that gives you something to think about and to work on in the way of your personal growth. That's what we're about. So, all right, Rhea, what could we leave everybody with as far as in the way of gratitude that they might be able to practice for next week?
Oh, and I think an easy thing to start is the list, the gratitude list. And just at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, and or both,
Mm-hmm.
put what you are grateful for. It doesn't require a huge investment of time, and we're not talking about coming up with a list of 100 things, but pick 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for at the end of the day. And if you can, pick something that's kind of tough. If you had a difficult conversation with your boss, can you see something that you're grateful for even in that?
Yes.
Go for those things, the tough things where you have to snatch gratitude out of a situation. But it's there, and it will be it will be so enriching for you. I know that from experience.
And when we can do that, when we can find gratitude in tough times, then you know it's a strength.
Yes.
It's a strength. You might have to look for it in the beginning, but then you get to the point where you'll find it and you won't even have to try that hard because your brain will just be like a magnet to it. That's
Yes.
what ends up happening when it becomes autosuggestion. Your subconscious mind is now looking for all that makes you grateful. And that's the goal. That's where we want to get to. But yeah, we can start out with a gratitude log or a journal. And it could be the simplest thing. It could be like, I'll tell you the truth. I'm really grateful when I don't catch the light that's red on the corner of Woodbury Road and Jericho Turnpike. Because when it's red, it stays red for so darn long. So whenever I go through that, when it's the turning arrow or the green,
Yes.
I say, oh, I'm so thankful that wasn't red.
That's something to be thankful for. So,
It's
so
Yes, and when we focus on those things, it
yes,
changes the rest of our life.
yes, it does. It changes the color of the room. It just
And the filter that we see everything through. I mean, you know that we all create our own world, and our world is created by our filter that we have.
mhm.
And gratitude just turns that filter into beautiful colors. It
Yeah.
really does.
So it is. We're a little over our 30 minutes, but we are so grateful to
Yes.
each of you for joining us, and I am always grateful for my friend Laura and
Mm.
the lessons that she shares and what we're able to accomplish here. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to watch us live or catch us on the replay. We'll be posting this video, and join us next Tuesday night at 6:30. I think we're going for still going to go for 6:30 Eastern. But if there is a change in that, we always send out the links for or link singular for everyone to be able to click on and join us live.
Yes, and I will try to do that from Costa Rica, but we'll see how it goes. If not, I do get back on Thursday, but hopefully we can do it through Costa Rica. How awesome would that be
Would be
if we were able to do it from there, right?
be awesome.
All right, so we hope that we see you again, and I too am always very grateful for you, Rhea. From the day we met, you've been so special to me. So I love you. And thank you all for joining in. Have a fabulous, ridiculously amazing week. And tune in next week.
That's right. For Tune In Tuesday.
Yes, just for this week, we were a little off, but all right. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.